Then I'm feeling like, okay, I really need to get some water, maybe sit down for a little bit. In the back was some airplane hangars. Doors were open. There was hangars on this in the near the parking lot. A
Yeah,
door
there's
was
an
open.
airport. There's an airstrip. Yeah, there's an
There's an
airstrip.
airstrip there. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's hangars there. The door was open. People were sitting in there. They had some food. I asked if they had water. Told me to go over and see that guy who's on the golf cart. He had two big things in the back of the golf cart with filled with water. I said, "Oh, thank you so much." I said, "Oh, I was up front and I saw it." He said, "Oh yeah." He says, "Oh, yeah, there was more than one shooter." He said there was one on the water tower and there was one on the tree line. Then he's showing me pictures of his phone of two dead people. And I'm like,
What?
"Oh, what, what,
What?
what, what, what?"
What?
I didn't want to tell Jean
What?
everything that we spoke about this
And
morning
I'm
because
like,
this is
okay, like I'm thinking, wow. I mean, I have no idea what's going on at this point because I'm not listening to any, I don't, I've not heard anything about crooks or anything. I'm just, look and thinking, oh man,
All right, so
wow,
let me
wow, that
test
was
my
really,
understanding. Roll back a second. You're talking to this other gentleman. Roll
yeah,
back for the audience
yeah,
just 30 seconds because you just
yeah,
dropped a bombshell on us, if you would. I
yeah.
forgive me. One more time.
So this gentleman to me looked like he may have been a local. He may have been driving around on the golf cart, giving water to people working in the parking lot, or maybe some of the local police that were in the outskirts. He didn't tell me any of that. I'm just the way he looked and the way he had all that water in there. I'm thinking he's on this golf, and he looked like he may have been like maybe with the volunteer fire department. People knew him. He was a local person. Let's put it that way.
Might he
He
have been an employee of the Butler Farm Show
could have
place?
been
It's an
something up
electric
there to
go
do
kart,
with that.
right? Electric
And
go kart.
he
Maybe the
had on his phone these pictures, and they were not the picture that I've seen of the other person.
how did he get those pictures on his phone? Did he take the
I'm
pictures or
thinking he's driving around somewhere. I don't know. At this point, I'm like
So
flabbergasted.
tell us what he showed you. What did you see on his phone?
I just saw two different men, and they seemed to be near buildings or near something, and they were on the ground in like a line, like a rolled up, not rolled, but just like they had fallen forward and were laying next to something.
Two bodies next to each other. So in one
No, no,
photo.
no, no, no. They were two separate. They weren't near each other. They
Okay,
were
okay.
separated. They were in two
That's
different
why I'm asking
locations.
clarifying questions. That's why I'm going to ask you.
Yes, they were in two different locations, and I'm thinking, okay, okay, wow, wow.
Any defining characteristics? Were these 7 foot tall former NBA players? Were these
No, no.
four
I
foot
would call it like maybe
leprechauns? What?
your average. I mean, I would say they were probably both white, average, and maybe about 5'7", 5'8". Not nothing bigger than that. Not
I,
very heavy.
We're on YouTube. Don't show
I'm
YouTube.
not gonna show
Okay.
this, but Aaron, can you see this on the screen share? Is
I
that one of
see
the
that.
pictures you saw?
I did not see that face. No, no, I did
Okay.
not see that.
Interesting. So
I
that
did
was a
not
picture
see
of
that.
Max Urick that I just shared with Aaron. That was the picture
Yeah.
that Roger Stone had tweeted. John, you come just a little bit up on your audio. It's tough to balance two different Zoom guests. This is an incredible story you're telling us, Aaron. So this is very
And now
clarifying
remember, it's
because
hearsay from something that somebody said to me. I mean, I tried to be very accurate about the things that I had seen, but people were talking and people were sharing after this event happened.
well, that's
And
what I was
it's
going
a
to say
little,
is that the thing that's interesting about this, Aaron, in addition to hearing your incredible story, everybody watching now will look around for videos from the event that show a golf cart. And certainly I will share it with you if somebody finds a golf cart and if we can identify maybe who that person is,
I
maybe we
mean, I
get those
just wish that
photos.
they could find the person up in Butler that I, I know
We
had
know a
something
guy.
on his telephone. I mean, on his
We know a
phone.
guy. We're gonna
So,
track it down.
I mean, I'm
We'll
sure. I
track
mean,
it down.
I felt he knew the people that were in that um, airplane hangar because they're the ones that pointed me to him. So he obviously works at the airport, maybe, or the hangar up there. And I just, my head was just spinning a little bit, thinking, "Oh my goodness, were there, there were shooters all over?" Or
All right, so he says to you there's more than one shooter. He shows you these images of two dead guys. Now, are the dead guys he's showing you, are they face down? Like, how much detail was there in those photos?
Yeah, it was mostly a body of what I saw.
Okay. So
And
just
I
like,
thought he kind of said that even that one rolled off of the roof and rolled right off of a roof right down on the ground.
interesting. Interesting, Jason.
So,
Indeed.
We
I
got a
mean, it's,
body
you
that
know,
rolled off a roof and a body on a roof. Interesting. Interesting.
it's hearsay, but it's, I don't, I don't think any of these people were there to make stories that day. We
No,
weren't
that's
really there to
right.
see you know what I mean? I've been trying to tell people it's just like, it's just the nicest little, farm show that I go to every year. They milk the cow and they make you your milkshake. So
Just incredibly grateful that you took the time to share this experience and what you just shared with us, the fact that the guy in the golf cart showed you his phone and said, here's two different dead guys and it's not the guy on the roof. Erin, this is game-changing testimony.
I
What
mean,
you're
you have
telling
to,
us
you have
here,
to follow through that because,
we will.
I,
We will. This is game-changing testimony. It changes the entire narrative, as does a whole lot of other evidence that we've been investigating. And again, we're incredibly grateful to you, as are the victims, and they don't even know it yet. So stay tuned.
right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
And
welcome.
John, Erin's got to go, but you and I,